story begins in 1947. Andy Dufresne, a successful banker, is accused of murdering his wife and her lover after discovering their affair. Despite insisting that he is innocent, the evidence against him is overwhelming. The court finds him guilty and sentences him to 2 consecutive life terms in Shawshank State Prison. As Andy enters Shawshank, he finds himself in a harsh and brutal world, controlled by violent inmates and corrupt prison guards. Many prisoners lose hope after arriving here, but Andy remains calm and determined. Little does anyone know that this quiet banker is about to change the lives of everyone around him. Inside Shawshank, Andy meets Ellis Red Redding, a respected inmate known for smuggling contraband into the prison. Red has spent many years behind bars and has become the man who can get almost anything. At first, Red thinks Andy is strange because he barely talks and keeps to himself. One day, Andy approaches Red and asks him to obtain a small rock hammer. Red is surprised because such a tool seems harmless. Soon after, Andy also requests movie posters of famous actresses. The prisoners assume these are simply hobbies to help pass the time. As months turn into years, Andy slowly earns the respect of Red and the other inmates. A friendship begins to grow between the two men. Prison life is cruel. Andy becomes the target of a violent gang known as the Sisters. They repeatedly attack him and make his life miserable. Despite the abuse, Andy refuses to surrender his dignity. One day, while working on a prison roof, Andy overhears Captain Hadley complaining about taxes on an inheritance. Using his banking knowledge, Andy offers financial advice that could save the guard thousands of dollars. Although the guards initially threaten him, Andy successfully helps Hadley. In return, Andy requests nothing for himself except a few cold beers for his fellow inmates. For the first time in years, the prisoners feel like free men, even if only for a few moments. From that day forward, Andy gains a special position within the prison. The prison warden, Samuel Norton, soon learns about Andy's financial skills. He assigns Andy to handle accounting tasks for the prison staff. Andy uses his new influence to improve life for the inmates. He begins writing letters to state officials requesting funding for the neglected prison library. For years, his requests are ignored, but Andy never gives up. Eventually, funding arrives, and the library is transformed into one of the finest prison libraries in the state. Andy also helps many prisoners earn educational qualifications and teaches them valuable skills. His actions inspire hope throughout Shawshank. Red notices that Andy talks often about life beyond prison walls and dreams of freedom. Unlike most inmates, Andy refuses to let prison define him. Years later, a young prisoner named Tommy Williams arrives at Shawshank. While discussing their crimes, Tommy reveals a shocking story. In another prison, he once